Hi Leo, this is the fifth dimension, and I'm here to give you a general reading for the sign of Leo. I'm going to bring forth someone who is significant in your life, a loved one who has passed and is in heaven, but stands beside you as one of your spirit guides here on earth. So I'm going to close my eyes and meditate and let this person come through. And I just want you to know that they are very talkative and they are very excited to tell you because the person is already breaking through. I actually had two people trying to come through at the same time. So after I do this first reading, I am going to let the other person have an opportunity. They actually were discussing who got here first. So these are strong personalities coming through for Leo today. And I also have some cards that I made myself. They have numbers that on one deck, they have letters only from A to Z on the other deck. I have some marbles I use for eye color that I pull. And then I pull a message from them directly to you. So if they could speak to you right now and they had that opportunity, what would they say? So I can just tell you that there is a gentleman coming through. And there's also a woman coming through. I spoke to them, and she is going to stand to the side, and she is going to let the gentleman come through first because, as he told her, I was here first. So he's really funny. Okay. He said, I'm so excited. Okay. He said, it's okay. He's as big around as he is tall. But he said, don't let that fool you because I moved quickly. He said, I did not walk like a heavyset person. He said, I walked quickly. I was agile. I moved easily. He said, I just always have been overweight. He said, I always loved sweets. Um, and that he ate a lot of sweets. He said, I just loved food and I loved having a meal with food. A meal with friends. So this was someone who, whenever there was a social occasion, he loved, to um, experience all the food. If he wanted to get together with you, it was always over a meal. He just thought that that um, was one of the best ways to get to know each other and to spend some time together. And that's how he felt he connected with people is through food. And he gave his time. This is 2020. And one thing that we do not do as much as we used to is to give each other time. This gentleman would give you his time. He would give you his attention. He wasn't running from thing to thing to thing. Even though he moved very quickly, he would give individual attention to each person that needed it or came to him. I asked him his name and he said Bill. And then I got a message that it was just an all-American name. His name was, possibly like Bill, Bob, Paul, those kind of things. But I'm getting a B name, a name that starts with a B. Okay. He said, I didn't make a lot of money, but I was very happy. He said my bills were paid and I was fine. Did he work as a copy repairman or a copier salesman or something with sales where he hustled? I also initially saw him in a school hallway, almost like he was a teacher. So maybe he did both. Maybe he was a teacher and in his retirement, he decided to get a job, selling copiers, or possibly he substitute taught and his career was sales. But anyway, so when I see him walking in school hallways very quickly. But then when I asked him what he did, he told me something about copiers. He's smiling. Okay, I'm going to bring some other details forth of him. So we know that he was a smaller gentleman, height-wise, a little bit less than average, and he was heavy set throughout his body. He said, I don't care. Okay, so I'm going to reach in a bowl of marbles. I have a bowl of marbles, and I am going to pull one. All right. I have blue. So I have that he had blue eyes. So I hope that helps you confirm that this is who you think it is. I have like I shared already, I made myself a deck of letters A to Z. And I'm going to ask Divine Spirit, Great White Light, please give us some letters that represent the man that is coming through that has passed. The loved one of our Leo viewer today, please, Divine Spirit, please drop the appropriate cards that we need. I usually try to get 3, and I haven't looked, but I believe that 2 have fallen. I really take whatever comes out. I mean, I have gotten whole words. It's been really fun. Excuse me, they always drop on the floor. It's all part of it. All right, so for his initials, it's interesting, I have P, T, or X. Okay, that could represent his first, middle, or last name, or possibly X-ray machine. I'm not sure, but anyways, these 2 letters could encompass his first name. In other words, his first name could be Patrick, so we know that Patrick has a P and a T. So don't force it to fit, but think outside the box. All right. That's funny. He told me to take the next card. Okay. This is so fun. Okay. Was his name Pat? So Patrick. Oh my gosh. It just hit me. All right. So that might have possibly been his first, his middle, and Patrick is even a last name, or Patrick's, or so anyways, there you go for that. That was cool. All right, so I'm going to shuffle my number cards. I have 1 through 31 that I made on these little flashcards. So Divine Spirit, Great White Light, please bring forth some numbers that represent this wonderful man, his age possibly, the month or day of his passing, the month or day of his birth, or something representative of him. I usually try to get 3. I got 4. All right. So we have 2, 10, 11, 13. The 2 can represent February, 10 can represent October, 11 can represent November, 13 could be 2013. These numbers could represent his birth month, birth date, death date, or any of the other things that I called out. Could be 2013, like I mentioned, 2011, 2010, 2002, or 2020. But no, that's just definitely a 2. So I would say February on that. All right, so I hope that helped. All right, I'm going to, even though I told you his energy, that I felt he was either some kind of a teacher or in the hallways. Let's try to pull his energy. Now, when I pull an occupation from my occupation cards, it doesn't mean that this is the job that the person held. A lot of times people live in the energy of an occupation. You know, so there'll be people that never went to school to become a nurse or were never a nurse, but they just have this nurse nurturing ability to make people feel cared for. So that's living in that energy of a nurse, even though they've never officially been a nurse. So I have that he lived in the energy of a paramedic. He told me that he did some training possibly, or he was involved and supportive of the fire department or the paramedics, or he just really respects them. And he also tried to help people when they got injured himself, possibly. Or he could have possibly been a paramedic or first responder at some point in his life. What a sweetheart he was. All right, so I have my favorite deck out. It's called Stairway to Heaven, and I like it because I asked Divine to please give this person an opportunity to say something to their Leo loved one, that if they could talk to them right now, what would they say? And then through me to you, I'm going to pass these messages on to you from your loved one. All right, so where do you start? I'm ready when you like. Please give us 2 cards of this person's message to their Leo loved one. All right. Wow. I heard a card flip around here. All right. Wow, these cards are talking today. I mean, it has been unbelievable. I mean, you know, sometimes I'm lucky to get 2, and I just have been, at last reading also, I think I got 4. Okay, is that it? Nothing else is on the ground? Wow. Okay, so he said, it was my time to go. So just know that there was nothing anyone could do. There was no way this could have been prevented. This was his life's path, and it was his time to go. And he's okay with that. So you be also. There was nothing that could have changed his passing. He wants you to know you are never alone. So he definitely stands beside you here on earth as an earth guide, which is so wonderful. You can never have enough. And, ooh, I see a light tower. Did he like light towers? I do. I think they're really cool. But maybe you and him went on a vacation in like 2006 or around that time, and you saw a light tower. Boston, possibly, or all right. And then this is so nice. He says, now I have no pain. And I think he had aches and pains, but I don't think that he had pain from like a death from cancer, which I know is very painful. I don't get that vibe at all, but he just wants you to know, I have no pain. This is beautiful. I told you, I am standing right next to you. He is standing right next to you. So if you feel his presence, if you feel like, am I losing my mind? I mean, or I just thought of him, or I just felt a breath on the back of my neck, or, you know, that is him. So it's okay. Just know it is him. Tell him hi. Thank you for being next to me. I love you. I'll see you soon. And he wants you to know he sends you loving signs through nature. So if you see a butterfly or a bird or anything like that, please know that that is him saying hi. And Leo, I hope you enjoyed this. He was really enjoyable, and I am going to bring in the woman that was kind of fighting for rights to come forward. So you'll get 2 readings this week, so that's a blessing. But I do hope that this resonated. He's a great guy, and I would be blessed to have him by my side. So I know you're blessed to have him by your side. Thank you for sticking with me. Please hit like and subscribe. I'm trying to get started. It's a new channel, and I want to bring healing and blessings and peace to people that have suffered loss and have suffered a loss and are feeling grief at this time. So I love you. God bless, Leo, and I will talk to you in a little bit. Bye.